Portions of this program are brought to you by Curry Companies and Curry Residential, your Caldwell banker, providing real estate services since 1902.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Talk here on TV 35. I'm your host, Pat Brock, and we've got some amazing people in the studio here, and they're going to be talking about their new play that is coming to Dublin, Georgia. Look at this one right here to my right, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ricky Edmond. Yes. You are like the everything extraordinaire, and here you are gracing our stage again.
Wow, that's a bit much, but I'm very appreciative of the opportunity to come back home to share our gifts and talent on the stage.
You know, you've been doing this for a very long time.
Yeah, I think we can go back as far as 1992.
That's right, and you got this one here, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ken Pittman. Come on now, 1992.
Yeah, 92, but it really don't tell my age.
What are you now, 30 years, 30?
Somewhere along in there.
And, you know, to have you all back is just really, really wonderful. There's so many people in the community that have already seen the work that you've done. And so your reputation speaks for itself.
Well, we're very humble, and again, we're appreciative of the opportunity to share our gifts and talents.
Absolutely. And so you got a traveling show here that you're bringing to Dublin Theater. Dr. Edmond, please share with us about what you're bringing here to us and what we are to expect.
Well, this production is called Doors, A Woman's Journey, and it's all about giving the respect to the woman and the things that they go through in life and the fortitude that they exhibit on a daily basis to keep the family together, to keep the neighborhood together, to keep our world together.
That's right.
And so it's all about honoring them.
And, you know, coming from the family that you come from, you've got a lot of strong women in there that have helped you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Starting with my mother. My mother has always been a strong icon for all of us in the family. And I have 3 lovely sisters, and a lot of what you will see on the stage is a reflection of some of the things that they have shared out in their journey.
And that is wonderful, and that's what's going to really resonate on stage. Mr. Pittman.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us what you've been doing these past few years.
Just waiting to get back on stage again. There's been a lot of people asking for it in Dublin, so, you know, it's time now. So.
And so who is the character that you're portraying in this piece?
My name is Tobias.
Tobias. All right, tell us about Tobias.
Well, Tobias' role is real simple. I fall in love and fall in love in a lot of different ways.
Wait a minute now. Tobias?
Yes.
You fall in love. What does that mean?
I fall in love.
We're going to find out, aren't we?
Yes. Yes.
And so for you to prepare for this character, what do you have to do to kind of get in that zone? Because all actors, you know, whenever you're stepping outside of yourself, you have to get into a particular zone. What are you doing to prepare for Tobias?
Well, I'm the type actor that, you know, it's natural for me.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just natural.
That God-given gift.
Yeah. And, you know, I pray about it, and once I get on stage, it just comes natural.
It comes natural, and that's what I'm hearing about you, that you're a natural talent up here. And, you know, for the actors that we're going to get to meet in a little bit, some of the cast are here alongside the one that's a tenured actor here. Tell us what was the process like for you for the auditions, just to kind of, you know, when you wrote this script, you knew you had certain people or types of people in mind that could actually fulfill this role.
Well, because of how I write, it's really driven spiritually. A lot of times I don't really know how we were cast out for a production until God reveals certain things to me. And I'm so thankful that I understand the importance of me getting out of the way and allowing the Spirit to lead me in the decision making.
And, you know, the talk has always been about the Spirit-filled, the laughter, the love that comes from your body of work, but also the message.
Yes.
The message. Now, so tell us, when is this actually coming to Dublin, and what do we need to do to actually get to watch this?
March the 23rd, Dublin Theater. You can get tickets at www.eventbrite.com. Type in Doors and all the information will show up.
Okay.
We also have a local ticket site, and that is at Hometown Grill.
On Telfair Street?
Yes, on Telfair
Yes.
Street. And you can get a special offer. For example, if you go in and you purchase a meal, you get $5 off of your ticket.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Look at that.
So we're also partnering with a lot of our churches here, and we're very proud of that. St. Luke Baptist Church in Dexter,
Nice.
Georgia. And we also will be partnering with Greater Victory Temple,
Uh-huh.
Church of God in Christ, and a couple other churches. So we're really thrilled about that.
So you're really bringing the community together on this here and really don't want to lose that spiritual aspect of your work. Is that right?
That's correct.
And this is going to be exciting. And so you've got actors now. You've got some from Florida that I read.
Yes, that's correct. Tisha Tripp is originally from West Palm, Florida, and so we're glad to have her with us.
Okay.
We also have highlighting the work of a local artist that's worked with us before,
Okay.
Miss Ricks. She'll be
Oh,
joining
nice.
the cast. We also have a wonderful, multi-talented young lady named Miss Clark. She's originally from Alabama.
Nice.
And,
Alabama girl.
Yeah, Alabama girl. So you have to be at the production to get a chance to meet the entire cast, and you're going to love the performance.
This is really exciting. Now, Mr. Pittman, you've been working with Dr. Edmond for quite some time. How's he done through the years? You know, does he?
He does. Yeah, he just whippers. I mean, he does. He write good plays, and they're all spiritual led. And if we do a play, the main goal at the end that it actually touches someone's heart, and you know, if there's some lost soul out there, maybe they can come in. And we have had some plays where people actually came in and gave their lives to Christ at the end of the play.
Wow, look at that.
So,
how
you know.
effective is that?
Yeah.
Very powerful. Now, you all have performed this before.
Yes.
So you've traveled.
Yes.
You're in Vidalia. Tell us about that reception. How was that? And, you know, did you work out some of the kinks you needed to work out?
Absolutely. We had a great performance in Vidalia, Georgia, back on February the 9th. Great reviews that were sent in to us and given to us on the way out of the door, and it was just a blast, and the cast really enjoyed themselves.
And, you know, with the cast, you're talking about when you're working these long hours together that you have to be kind of like of a family unit. Do you see that? I mean, I know you've seen different cast members come and go, Mr. Pittman. Do you still try to make sure that is solidified?
So far, everybody that's been a part of the plays, it's nothing but love.
Oh,
it's
wow.
all family. It's all
That's
family.
beautiful. And Dr. Edmond, we know that you are a family man. You have a lovely wife, Ari, and you have family that are all around here. Anytime you see an Edmond, somehow they're related to your family.
Somehow. That's amazing, isn't it?
And so for you to write the plays that you write, do you notice you have families like that family and that faith is right there centered?
Yeah. Really, a lot of what I do is framed because of my family, and they are very supportive. Again, I can't say enough about my family, and I really appreciate them supporting me in every aspect of whatever the Lord placed on my heart.
Beautiful. And we, Dublin, Lawrence County, we consider ourselves family. So it's on March the 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Dublin Theater.
Yes, ma'am.
This is going to be exciting. And what message do you want to make sure that the people receive from this?
Respect the woman.
Wow.
Don't miss it.
And Tobias, now are you going to be respecting women?
I'm going to show love in a lot of different ways.
We're going to just leave that there for you because
you.
I'm sure you've got to make sure that you come out to this and to support it. I mean, you've got people who are local. You've got, you know, Dr. Edmond, you've seen his work. You know what he does. You know what he stands for and the gifting that he has. And the actors, we look forward to meeting some of them in just a few minutes.
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasure, sir.
No, it's my honor. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and we're looking forward to coming home.
This has been wonderful. Mr. Ken Pittman, a.k.a. Tobias, and Dr. Ricky Edmond, the writer and director of Doors, A Woman's Journey.
Dublin Chevrolet wishes you the luck of the Irish this St. Patrick's Day. Come test drive the 2019 Chevy Equinox. This small SUV is ready for big adventure, and it can be yours for $4,000 off MSRP. Or for a sporty personalized appearance, find new roads in a 2019 Chevy Malibu for $4,000 off MSRP. Dublin Chevrolet is putting more people in dependable Chevy products.
Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you will ever need.
It is so exciting to have these amazing actors and singers with us here in the studio. And here's two of them right here.
Yes.
Some I'm meeting for the first time. Hi, beautiful.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am well.
Good to see you. And this one right here, a staple here in Dublin, Georgia. Good to see you, Mr. Hazley.
That's right. Nice to be here.
All right. Now, listen, this is your opportunity to share with the community out there who you are.
Definitely.
Give us some of your background. Tell us where you've come from. And, of course, let us know about your theatrical career.
Awesome.
Are you ready, young lady?
I'm ready.
The floor is all yours.
All right. My name is Kathy A.G. Clark. Currently, I reside in Warner Robins, Georgia, and I am elated to be able to share my passion with the world through ministry and through theater. It is an exciting thing to be able to explore life experiences through theater, and I'm just excited to sing and portray anything I can to relay the message.
To relay the message. And, you know, so when did you start off with acting and singing? I mean, where
wow.
were you? Were you a little girl?
I think so. I think it's probably started off with Christmas speeches and Easter speeches, and it has grown into a massive production in my heart.
You know, did you ever feel that you were going to be on stage? You ever believe that? Or do you ever have that aspiration as a little girl?
I think being the baby of my family, I probably have always been a showgirl in my heart, so this is just an extension of that.
And tell us about your character.
I play several different characters. I am the backup to all of the women characters in the play, as well as I do some background singing. I do some poetry. So I'm kind of a jack of all trades.
Wow, so you're going to show us a whole lot of different sides of you.
Definitely. Different facets of a woman.
Ooh, and don't we have many facets?
We do. We do. Definitely.
All right, Mr. Hazley. Now, people have seen you through the years in performance and in other arenas. Share with us what you want us to know.
Okay, well, I'm Robert Hazley. I am from Dublin, Georgia. And what I do is basically what I did when I was in the Air Force. We went through shows using the performing arts.
Right.
Now, it is more to me to use the performing arts to relay the spiritual side of things. In fact, with this play, with this particular production, the many facets of a woman, the things that women go through, the journey of a woman, you just have to come out and see it, but to portray different aspects of what they go through, and then the way that God uses us to solve these things. So I'm excited. I'm very excited to be a part of this production.
You know, when you think of a production of this magnitude, to where it has very emotional pieces.
Yes.
Some things that are definitely going to resonate with your audience. As an actor, how do you prepare yourself for the role or the roles that you're going to play, knowing what that does for you internally as you prepare for that?
I think practice and prayer are the most vital parts of this production. We function like a family, so we go in and out of character like a family. There's not a lot of judgment. There's just a lot of love.
Yeah.
And so that's what we want you to feel, is the love that we have for one another.
Oh, this is going to be nice. Now, Mr. Hazley, now you've worked with different people on stage, whether you're performing as a singer as well as an actor. How do you make sure that you gel with not just a character, but also the people that you're working with?
Well, I get to know the people, but as far as the character, I read up on my character, and then I step in their shoes,
Right.
so I can feel what's going on and what they're feeling. We also communicate very well with each other as to how we're going to bring certain points across. So we do that, and we normally sometimes even ad-libbing.
Right.
You know, when something changed, we kind of we'll
gotta be
sway
able to
right
flow
there
with
with them. We go right there with them. So this particular cast and the ones I've worked with, Dr. Edmond, with I don't know how he does it,
Right.
but he managed to cast for his productions very well. and I'm elated to be a part of it.
Definitely.
Well, you know, he has an eye for it, you know, and he has an ear to where he can listen, and the spirit that is within him really has given him that anointing to be able to cast the right people for the roles. Tell us about your character in this.
Well, my character is a character that I've been using for several of his productions. Her name is Johnny Mae Emmons. I took my mother and aunt, put it in a pot and stirred it up a little bit. And Johnny Mae, no matter what, she's out for the better benefit of everyone. But she's hard sometimes, and she's going to use her means necessary to get her point across.
Wow.
So that's Johnny Mae Emmons, and everybody can relate to her.
Now, I have yet to meet Johnny Mae, but I'm looking forward to meeting her.
Well, baby, you just come on out on the 23rd of March, and you'll meet Johnny Mae Emmons.
I love that. And you know, when you're talking about how you have to analyze your characters and kind of do that backstory to it in your own self in order to prepare for it, for you playing a female character, how do you have to, I mean, you have to really see things through the eyes of a woman. And so you're utilizing your family members that have impacted your life in such a way.
Absolutely. I was a mama's boy. I am a mama's boy. But to see what people are going through, and I don't know why, but I've always, even when I was policing, I step into the victim or the person I'm communicating with, that I'm dealing with. I step into their shoes first. And it enables me to see what they're seeing and how they're feeling. So it's been effective for me for all these years, and I'll continue to use it.
That's wonderful. And you know, for you being singers as well, so this is going to have a lot of musicality in there, as well as showing your acting chops.
Yes.
And so I think that as an actor, you have to really exercise like your spirit to be able to be settled enough to be able to do a show like this.
Definitely.
What do you do to kind of get into your zone for a performance?
I would say there again, just pray and digging deep, being honest with yourself so that you can relay the character.
There it is. There it is.
Honesty.
Honesty. What about you? What do you do to prepare?
Well, I take it very serious, so I'll fast on the week of the production, and just like she said, pray a lot, and ask God to give me this and give me that, that I may benefit the people in the audience that's there to hear and learn from this. So.
Absolutely, because there's a message that is actually very strong in this, and and I think that too, we want the audience to realize that, because I know that in performance, when you're funny and you have a message, it's important that they don't miss the message over the funny. And so that's one thing, too, I know that you all are going to be very cognizant of, because you still want them to get the message. You're going to have people rolling all over the floor, but the good thing is they're going to have a message when they leave.
Definitely. I think Dr. Edmonds has done an amazing job with writing this. His vision is all we want to carry out. So we strive not only to make him proud, but to let our ministry shine through.
This is going to be awesome. And speaking of ministry, are you all ministers, or?
No. In my heart, I'm a minister.
You said
no. Maybe that's something that'll come along the way.
Right.
As I travel.
But what you're doing here is ministry.
Yes, definitely.
And when you're able to see it that way, and that's when you're able to be laser focused in your mission of reaching your audience and then really receiving something and actually changing their lives for the better.
Definitely.
Well, it's been a pleasure to see you both, you know, and I look forward to seeing you on the stage.
Yes, we can't wait.
We cannot wait. Anything else you want the audience to know about you and about the ministry that you perform on stage?
Come out, see us, be prepared to enjoy yourself. Not only laughing, singing, but definitely a thought-provoking play that will stir your heart.
Very nice, Mr.
Amen. I agree with her 100%. Come out and enjoy, and we will be looking forward to seeing everyone there.
Wonderful, and I can't wait to see Johnny Mae. She's going to have the facial hair, or are you going to tune that down for the... I'm just asking for a friend.
Well, she shaves it off.
Lord have mercy. Thank you so much,
Put
Mr.
a little
Hazley.
foundation on it.
A little rouge. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank
it's
you
a
so
pleasure.
much.
And thank you, Mr.
Nice.
Hazley.
Have a good
Tax season is here, and Jackson's Income Tax Service is open and ready to serve you. We've started processing tax returns now, so don't delay. Come in today and get your taxes done and out of the way. Yes, you can come in with your last check stub for an estimate or get your return completely processed with your year-end W-2s and other tax documents. The season is here, and we look forward to doing business with you. We can be reached year-round at 610 North Church Street, right here in downtown Dublin. Open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Call us at 272-8681. Jackson's Income Tax Service, established in 1987, providing quality customer service and maintaining an ethical and professional tax practice.
Come to Jackson's Income Tax Service, where experience makes the difference.
I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, just getting the opportunity to speak with the actors and just kind of hear their backstory and see how they process before they get on stage has been absolutely wonderful. We've got two more with us. Hi, girls. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Doing very well. Respect the woman. I'm telling you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, ladies, we want you to kind of really share about yourselves, okay? You are a native. Is that correct?
Almost.
Almost a native of Dublin. And share about yourselves. Tell us about your journey, because, you know, being a woman is a journey.
It is.
And so this is your opportunity. We're going to start with you. Are you okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Go for it.
My name is Shanate Ricks. I'm a native of Dublin, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I went to West Lawrence High School. Yes, West Lawrence
Love
High
that.
School. It's truly an honor to stand here and to do what I love to do, to sing and actress and allow God to use me and to actually be able to heal people with my words and my voice.
Look at that. Look at that.
It's an humbling experience.
Where did you first start?
I was 4 years old. My father had me and my brothers on the front porch singing gospel songs.
Did you have to sing in front of your family during, like, family gatherings and stuff?
Yes, all the time.
Same.
All the time.
Same.
Everywhere we went, we were singing. Everywhere. We couldn't rest.
And what do you think about that? I mean, you were 4 years old and your father had you singing. Do you think that how you started really prepared you to be the woman that you are today?
Yes, ma'am. It did. And I didn't know then how imperative that it was. It was a long journey. I went through a lot of things. It's touching.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of things. I was like the prodigal daughter.
Yeah.
My dad always instilled in me, she need to do this, she need to do that. And I was very defiant because all I did was sing.
Yeah.
And so with that force fed to you all the time, it kind of will lead you astray. But it took me growing up and taking a spiritual journey and God never taking his hand off my life, me never giving up, me praying in the dark, following the light. So here I am, 36 years old, blessed, able to use my gifts and to be with you. It's truly an honor.
It's an honor to have you with us. And,
Thank
you know, and you talk about the journey that you had. You know, I think that the title is fitting for this play, Doors. I mean, our life takes us through many doors.
Yes, ma'am.
Some doors the easy way, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes the back door, right? Am I right about that?
Yes, ma'am.
And so all of that, all encompassing the things that you've experienced, the road you've trudged, the good and the bad,
Yes, ma'am.
has helped you to be able to, one, formulate not just the role that you're playing, but the role that you play in life to be able to help other women.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. I love it. All right, young lady, share with us, okay?
Yeah, so my name is Articia Tripp. I am a native of West Palm Beach, Florida. But but I lived in Dublin ever since I was 12 years old. We moved up here after a series of hurricanes. And I currently reside in Macon, Georgia.
Nice.
I also started singing publicly at the age of 4. Started singing in church with my mommy.
Look at that.
I went to an art school in middle school, and then I came to Dublin Middle School after that. And I've been performing ever since.
That is wonderful. Look at the road that you've traveled. And, you know, as a little girl performing, you've already had the stage presence. So your mommy, I mean, you know, she threw you to the wolves early on. And tell us about that foundation of what it means to you to be where you are today because of that.
It means a lot. My grandfather actually instilled it in my mother. So it's kind of like a family generational thing.
Generational blessings right
Yeah.
here.
So every time I do a production or I get to sing somewhere, everybody's all excited. It means a lot to me kind of to represent my family.
Yeah.
It's kind of a legacy kind of thing.
It is. And you're keeping that legacy alive, darling. And I think that as mothers, we want that. We want to be able to instill something within our children, something that we've received, or maybe not have received, but wanted to start something new.
Yeah.
And to see that flourish. And I'm sure for them to see you on stage at this point in your life, she gonna be like, it's my baby. That's my baby. And that's a wonderful thing. And so your characters. Tell us about the characters that you two are playing.
I am playing Amber. My man is Tobias.
Oh, that's your man?
Yeah, that's my man.
Tobias.
It's Tobias. Yeah.
Wait a minute now.
Yeah, get juicy. We share.
You two are sharing a man.
He playing us.
Oh.
So we actually have a confrontation. She calls me up and we go back and forth
did
about
you?
it. Yes.
You see how my face has changed?
Yes.
I'm already getting in the mode. And so your two, did you know one another? Your characters, did you already know one another?
No.
Oh, so thanks to Tobias.
Yeah.
This is going to be really interesting.
It is.
And tell us about this character that you've analyzed for yourself.
Well, I play Brianna. She is the middle sister of the three sisters. We kind of have a rival, me and Amber, after I find out about her and Tobias. But I also kind of turn on my family because of my love for Tobias. So I'm a little bit confused, but at the same time, I'm kind of fighting for love.
Wow.
And I have to kind of figure it out along the way.
Girls, this sound like some of my relatives. That no, when you think about it, I mean, these are based on these stories. Women experience this every day.
Yes,
ma'am.
And you're going to have ladies in the audience that are going to get emotionally attached to a particular character. And they may be able to see themselves or something that they may have experienced. So it may get quite emotional.
Yes.
How did you prepare for this here?
Ooh, through prayer.
Yeah.
I ask God to have His way.
There's that P word, that prayer right there.
I ask God to have His way. When
Yeah.
I step on stage, I decrease.
Yeah.
God, you use me and may someone be touched through me. You be a light in the vessel. I'm just a vessel for you.
Absolutely. And what about you, young lady, to prepare for this role?
Same prayer, and then I also do a lot of reflecting on my own testimonies, the testimonies of the people around me. Like you said, it's kind of a common issue, so it's kind of easy to identify with my character.
And you know, what's interesting about this is you say it's a common issue, is that Dr. Edmond has taken things that people experience, things that we don't necessarily want to talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some things we just want to keep it hidden away of things that we go through, but that affects us as women.
Yes, it does.
And I think that what the audience is going to see is they're going to really see as women to really respect themselves
Right.
throughout this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and it's also a healing process too. I feel like through them being able to watch us, and also by us portraying these characters, it's kind of a healing process for everybody.
This is going to be real interesting. You're going to have something like this. Tobias. and, you know, for ladies, I think that this is a special role that God has you in, okay? Because the big side of this is that a lot of times when you see dramatic arts on stage, that's where that therapeutic part comes in, when we're able to see something come to life, something that we may have dealt with. So you're going to find some very big emotions out there. In the midst of the laughter of being funny, but there are going to be tears as well of wow. Or I know someone that's going through that. I know someone who has gone through that.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me right now. You know, so.
Yeah. So how are you as a character now able to separate your life, your truth from that character? Because especially when you're playing, I know you say it through prayer, but you really have to be able to separate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. You do.
Well, to be honest with you, I have been there before.
For sure.
And to separate, it was a part of me, so it is a part of me.
So
So
you're- yeah.
I'm able to render the role and feel all those emotions of a woman going through the pain and the suffering and getting played.
Okay.
So
They're gonna come to you. Oh, I felt that. And you're gonna be like, oh, you did?
yes,
Girl, I felt everything. Yep. They're going to be able to really, and so you're really able to connect with your character in a way that someone else may not be able to.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's going to be really heavy. It's going to be a pleasure to watch.
For me, I think it's important to be able to turn it on and turn it off because after you get upset with Tobias on stage, you have to come off and be like, okay, well, he's not Tobias. He's not. It's like it's easy to identify like every man with that type of character. So it's like, okay, well, you have to be able to turn it on.
You're gonna have to. And as an audience, we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Because after The Color Purple, I couldn't watch anything with Danny Glover. He was on Lethal Weapon. There's Mr. Predator. There's Mr.
Right.
And so it's true. It's true for the people in the audience. So we really want you to be able to really grasp what the message is from this, but to also be able to take something away from it and build something positive for your life, for the life of someone else. Now, you wanted to give us a little bit of something here? Just a little snippet?
I was gonna sing a little bit of the song that I'm gonna be singing.
Okay.
It's just the At Last by Etta James. And I'll just take it to the end just to give a little spit. So I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Oh, yeah, and you smiled. Oh, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven, for you are mine at last. Thank you.
You almost turned me into your mama. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, we're excited about this play coming in. Please give them the dates, the times, where they can get the tickets again so that they'll know.
It's going to be March the 23rd, I believe at 7 o'clock? 6 o'clock. It's going to be 6 o'clock.
At
March
the Dublin
23rd.
Theater.
Yes, at the Dublin Theater.
Get your tickets, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be in for a treat. It's been a pleasure to meet the cast here today and, of course, to catch up with Dr. Ricky Edmond, someone who I have admired for many years in the work that he does and the labor that he does for the work of the Lord. And so we're looking forward to it. Doors, ladies and gentlemen, A Woman's Journey. That's all the time we have for Real Talk here on TV 35. And please, keep watching.